How to take control of negative thinking. Not always easy. See, our brains are designed for two purposes only. One is to process information. The other is to protect us from hurting ourselves. So let's think through that for a second. When you were a kid, you touched the stove, and you went, ow, right? And that was your brain protecting yourself and then teaching you, don't touch a hot stove. So you probably only did that one time in your life, and that's all it took. And your brain never forgot. Now, your brain has gone through, as you've gone through your life, and it's aggregated all the things that hurt you. You had a girlfriend that didn't work out, or a boyfriend that didn't work out, and it broke your heart, right? Well, your brain remembers that and says, ooh, that really hurts. I don't want to get into another relationship. And then a lot of people actually have a hard time developing healthy, honest, open relationships because their brain is there to tell them it's going to hurt, don't do it. That's one thing. The other thing is the brain is there to process information. So if you think you're going to remember all the things that you need to remember on a regular basis, day by day, it'll never happen because your brain is not designed to remember things. It's there to process. So what we want to do is always give our brain a list of things to finish. I wonder what it would happen if I finished this project. I wonder how it would feel if I was able to get that particular phone call finished. Now your brain will start to process the information and determine how are you going to get the phone call done? How are you going to finish that project? And guess what will happen? You will finish it because your brain is driving you to do so. Okay? So that's the lesson for this week, how to take control of negative thinking. Understand first what your brain is designed to do. Once you got that, we can start working on things like focusing on your positive accomplishments. Whenever things go bad or you're feeling bad, you're not feeling energized, thank yourself. Say, thank you, brain. I appreciate you giving me that information. I appreciate you protecting me. That thought does no longer serve me, and it's not going to get me to the position that I want to be in life. So I take the thought out of my head and I release it and let it go off to the ether. It's okay. You can do that all day long. I do it multiple times a day, and people look at me like I'm crazy. But you know what? I don't think negatively about myself either. So whenever I have a negative thought, I simply go, thank you so much, brain. That was great. I appreciate that you're trying to protect me. I don't need this thought. It doesn't serve me. I'm going to release it up into the ether, and I'm getting on with my day. Now, what that does is it helps me to focus on my positive accomplishments, which will give me positive energy to continue forward. Also, you have to take responsibility. If you don't own it, nobody else is going to own it. So take responsibility for the way you feel and think. Take responsibility for your actions and your outcomes. If you know what you want your outcome to be, and that's without a question, then it's easier when you see something, when your brain puts something in front of you that's distracting you or prohibiting you from getting to your ultimate outcome. So own it, take responsibility, be willing to release those negative thoughts, and you'll feel much better. You'll get more done too, and you'll build better relationships along the way, especially in your businesses.